here with you on this windy, sunny morning here in California. I am talking today about being a re-mama. And so if you are here, there might be some pieces for you. If you are looking to be a mother again, there might be some pieces for you as well if you are doing it for the first time. This channel is all about that, getting to joy and health, being on your purpose and path inside of what you're creating, your babies. And so today I wanted to talk about that because it's not always the same. There's not and there's some extra little bits there for you. So we're going to jump into that in just a moment. Definitely, if you're new here, subscribe, check down in the description if there's something interesting for you, and like this if there's something that's something you'd like to say. Hey, find this. I'm tired. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning because the wind was so intense. We have red flag warning here in California for winds and rain. I mean, not rain, fire. Anyway, so let's just jump in. So what do I mean about re-mama? What is that anyway? Well, re-mama really means, as I said, when you've been a mom, maybe in a previous relationship or maybe even not that long ago, and you are going to be a mother again. Now, some things that have come up with clients in the past was that perhaps they wanted to, well, one, you either have a new partner and you really want to have a child with them. Another thing that comes up is about you had kids and now there's this feeling of a renewal, doing something again. Sometimes there's some old stuff there about wanting to do it differently, and that's very valid and true. And then there can be the piece around having adopted or done things in a different way and now wanting to do it with your own body, and that's powerful. So we're going to just talk a little bit about that. I wanted to, mention these different pieces because being a mother again can be very deep work. As it is when you're doing it for the first time, the extra bits that you have there, when you're doing it for the first time, there's the anticipation, the unknown. When you're doing it and you work with that energy and finding your ways to ground in on the things that you can control and work with, just like what's happening in the world right now. And it's the same thing when you're a little bit different. You can see my tired brain. 3:30, I woke up. When you're doing it again, there's a couple things that come into play. One is often one pregnancy isn't necessarily the same as another, especially if you're doing it at a different period of your life. And to be aware of what's happening with your body right now and where your body might need attention and support. The other piece that can come in is that you, depending on the age of your children, there may be some other things at play where you already have kids that you're supporting. And so there's energy pull, which is different than when you're becoming a parent for the first time, because you've got one that you can focus on and all your energy can go there. And when you're doing it again, of course, there's that added piece that when you do get pregnant and you stay pregnant and birth, that there's another being along with your other responsibilities that you already have. And so the thing that I want to connect in with today for you as an action for these few minutes that we have today about being a mother again is taking a few breaths and coming into your body, closing your eyes when it's safe to do so, and really think about what your concerns and challenges are just before you have any more children, and looking at what comes up as you look at each of those things, if that makes sense. So for example, if you're already having a challenge with feeling overwhelmed and you're looking at adding to that, I have a client ex-client who is in the midst of that. And I can see that the first line of business is not how do we get pregnant? It really needs to be, or at least my opinion, and you have to check in with your own body to see if it feels true for you, is what can you do to help yourself to have moments of feeling grounded, get times for yourself to have that time for self-care. It's so overused, that word, but to really make sure that you get right now what you need. So, and getting some certain rituals or boundaries, uh, practices in play, or getting even your family used to that in order to get to that next thing. And I feel like that, I have noticed, makes space for energetic space for having successful fertility and pregnancy, because you are letting your body and the universe, God, Goddess, uh, understand that there is space and that you can manage it. Now, of course, do people have overwhelmed lives and get pregnant anyway? Sure. But if we're here in this space, the reality is it hasn't been working. And that's why we're here doing, I'm doing my best, and you also showing up to find the way to work with what's there, find the positive, beautiful, sometimes challenging and deep ways to move through to your pregnancy. And that's the whole point. So that's kind of what I wanted to get you thinking about, is just looking at what needs some attention in order for you to feel supported and grounded where you are before moving on to the next thing, next person in your life. And that can also be absolutely valid if you're doing this for the first time. So there's always that extra piece in there for the topic. So thank you for being here today. Oh, my cheeks are rosy. I don't know why. Thinking about you, hoping that if there's anything that you're challenged by or that's popping up, or is a, oh yes, this is the thing I'd love to get some energy on, put it down in the comments now or in the replay. And I would love to be present for that. So I wish you all the best. If you don't know me, I'm Coach Ariel Andersson. I've been working in wellness and conscious business and creating for decades. And since I had my daughter at almost 50 and had a rocky road myself and had some beautiful shifts that I wanted to share, I decided to come in here, and I occasionally work with clients and do some workshops, etc. And there's something else on the horizon, which I'll be talking about soon. So I wish you all well. And again, subscribe, check out in the description in case there's something helpful there for you. I sometimes have a meditation, a free little meditation in there, and some other things. All right. I wish you well. I will see you tomorrow, as usual, at 10 a.m. Pacific every weekday, and Tuesdays we have Q&A, and sometimes that time changes. So just keep your eyes open. Take care. Bye.